Okay, so let me explain in more detail some of the things that I went through in the last segment. Of course, I was just doing a single stroke roll. Like so. And what that is really just limbering up in a lot of ways. Then probably the main thing that I stuck to was with my bass drum, and I've got a double kick pedal, I literally just did unison, so right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, like that. Now when I do that, it's not like I'm stabbing the bass drum or anything like that. I'm actually creating the same flow. Dom Famularo, a very famous drummer, has often said that it's almost like tying a piece of string to your hand to your foot, so when you lift up they're synchronized playing. It's just natural, you know, sort of thing. So it's something to strive for. You don't want to sort of stab at the bass drum and have a graceful flow on your hand, sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing. So now this is still a blank canvas at the moment. This is just random tapping and warming up until I put some kind of time signature or note grouping to it. And the main thing that I did was 16th notes, which is, if you, how can I put this? Well, to draw it in the air, it's a black dot with a stem and two tails coming off for a 16th note, or a semi-quaver, and it's worth a quarter of a beat. So you need 4 of them to make one. That's why you say 1 under, 2 under. So it's 1 under, 2 under, 3 under, 4 under, 1 under, 2 under, 3 under, 4. And you just build that up, right? And then if you put an accent on 2 and 4, 1, so on. Oh, come on, lumpy. Note to self. So, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And just keep that going. Then all that is a dialogue, right? Da, da. It's almost like a duet between the snare drum and the bass drum to a certain degree. So you can do things like that, but still create that continuous flow. Now, once you've got that single stroke going, the word is delineation. How are you going to delineate the beat? What that means is how you frame the beat. Now, you can frame it in 3s. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, they could normally be triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Or if you don't want them as triplets, they can just be, or in this case, 3/16. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, as a time signature. Now, one of the things about it is if I put an accent here on the left hand, that's known as a rolling shuffle. And what I'm doing is I'm using the tom-toms to create a little bit of melody. Now, rolling shuffles, probably the most one of the most popular songs with a rolling shuffle in it to Australian ears is "Playing to Win" by our John Farnham. this time I'm playing to win. But I don't think he had double bass drum in it. That's the only thing. But what happens is that if I was to actually do that, that's also very conducive to Celtic music, 6/8, 12/8 time signatures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can use my tom-toms to get melodic with it. And stuff like that. Do you see what I'm getting at? Okay, now I could do fives. Okay, this is a bit different. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any 5-syllable word can help. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it starts to, the F's start to like that. It sounds very French, but yeah. So what happens is that, you know, hippopotamus, the it's more, you know, bitey, got more attack than a Dr. Hoffer. So what was that? The Man with Two Brains, Steve Martin, 1981. Okay. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. See what I was doing then? What I did was I started off with the 5. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. Then went to 3. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. Therein lays a whole lot of different kinds of time signature changes, all sorts of stuff. This kind of playing, especially when you're doing double bass drum business and all that, this is obviously the land of metal, okay, sort of thing. And one of the drummers that really gets into these kinds of mixing time signatures and all that is a Swedish drummer by the name of Thomas Hacke, from Sugar. Okay, they're a pretty full-on band with a lot of respect. They've been around for a long time, and they do some amazingly intricate, you know, pieces of work. Apparently, Obzen, I think, was an album that was the heavy metal album of the year a year or two ago, and rightly so. It's a great album, lots of very intricate things, very layered. It's obviously an acquired taste, but you absolutely cannot deny the musicianship on just the kind of work they do for things like polyrhythms, polymeters, and keeping a flow going, much like I'm talking about tonight, and being able to layer things, you see. So I'll talk about this more after the break, about now layering some of this static business. It comes across when you first hear it. It's just like a continuous single stroke roll. That kind of business. So on, come on, feet, work. But what happens is you get into a situation where you start framing that single stroke roll into 3s and 5s and all sorts of things. So after the break, I'll start to overlap that a little bit with you. Okay.